Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
With 8 races down and 8 different winners, will we see a 9th different winner tonight in the regular season with only 2 races left? Welcome to the OP Super Speedway Premier Series Season 17, round number 9, the HRR 212. Here at Talladega, sponsored by Jimmy Reynolds, and of course, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Welcome everybody in chat. My brother, who is the only one out there at the present time. But we've got some action here, folks. Pretty good driver count. Looks like about 25 drivers at the moment. Going to go ahead and bring up our pre-race analytics here. An air temp of 65. Track temp of 75. 80 laps. Remember our stage lap at the completion of lap 40. So 40 to 41 will be our stage. Top 10 will receive stage points. But 80 laps in regulation, 2 GWC attempts, 1 fast repair, 212 miles, unlimited tires, 45% fuel. We're looking somewhere within about 13 to 17 laps on a run here. Tires probably not going to be an issue at all, seeing as it is unlimited tires, but we are going to have to watch the fuel as well. We get long green flag runs and maybe a few yellows thrown in. Other than the stage, then that can definitely throw a ringer into it as well. Pit road, well, we've seen mistakes on pit road this past week already, and We could definitely see some tonight. Don't want to get caught speeding down pit road or coming off of pit road either. Don't want to make any mistakes. Pit road speed 55 with a pace speed of 70. Jumping into the point standings here. Anthony English staying in the top spot at 252. Zachary Workman up a spot into second at 213.39 behind Anthony. Christopher McCullough down a spot into third at 206.7 behind Workman. James Mayer up 2 into fourth at 203.3 behind McCullough. Gabe Butler down a spot into fifth at 198.5 behind James. Rick Seabrands up 2 into sixth at 197, 1 behind Gabe. Mark Mann staying at seventh at 193.4 behind Mr. Seabrands there. Peter DeBorgia down 3 into eighth at 189.4 behind Mark Mann. Jeff Crosby Sr., he's currently running in ninth at 176, 13 behind Peter DeBorgia. Jeff Crosby Jr. staying in 10th at 164, 12 behind his dad there, Jeff Crosby Sr. Actually tied with Christopher Jordan there, honestly, for 10th. So Christopher Jordan also 12 behind Jeff Crosby Sr. Dave Hunt, he is up 2 spots into 12th at 163, 1 behind Jordan and Crosby Jr. Mark Person down a spot into 13th at 156, 7 behind Dave Hunt. Hunter Reynolds, now Hunter is doing Hunter things outside of iRacing, but, coming in too tonight, he is 14th in the point standings, up a spot at 150, 6 behind Mark Person. Scott Warren up 2 spots into 15th at 139, 11 behind Hunter, and A.J. Walker rounding out the top 16 in 16th at 135, 4 behind Scott Warren. 2 races remain in the regular season. That does include tonight. Like I said, 8 races down and 8 different winners going all the way back to starting at round 1. Hunter Reynolds winning round 1. Mark Person round 2. Gabe Butler round 3. Sean Stevens round 4. Adam Kilday round 5. Christopher McCullough round 6. James Mayer round 7, and last week Zachary Workman round number 8. Now, could we have a repeat winner here tonight? Yeah, we could. I think the definitely the opportunity is there for sure. A lot bigger than it was, let's say, on round 3. But running out of races in the regular season. But could we have a first-time winner here tonight? Yeah, we definitely could have a first-time winner here tonight as well. There's a lot of hungry drivers out here, just itching for that first win of the season. And, I do believe a win and you're in. So if that is not the case, then you got to get in on points. But so far, everybody that I see that has won is in if they do the starts with their 8 starts. Now, James Mayer, Christopher McCullough, Gabe Butler, they are probably here. So tonight would be their 8th start if it goes off of that. But, nevertheless, and it could be just getting in on points, too. Top 16 drivers as well. So, it looks like Stephen Lane out there in chat saying he hates PT. Well, I hate PT, too. Physical training and physical therapy, both. I hated both of it, Stephen. And it looks like Steven's going for Kinzer out here tonight. Not a bad pick. Right now, Kinzer setting in 16th here in practice. We are coming down to the minute 30 here in practice. Still about 25 drivers out here. So we're going to go ahead and step aside and play the national anthem here tonight. Qualifying should be getting close to being underway, folks, when we come back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, 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 brave.
All right. Well, qualifying just starting. So we're going to see here is who is going to put themselves up in the top spot. Going to start this thing out. Looks like Anthony English going to be rolling out here. Les Levy at the exit of pit road. Jesse Meyer, Harold Rothery, Bob Lacavara rolling out. Dave Hunt likewise rolling out. Here comes Les rolling out. I would assume David O will be here before we get down to the wire. He's at the exit of pit road. Andrew Schroeder also at the exit of pit road. Now, although it does show on my end that they are on their first lap, they are not. Remember, start-finish line at the exit of pit road, so coming out does not count, and they're going to get up to speed here pretty quickly. This track is wide. I would assume we're going to see a lot of 3 wide here tonight. It looks like Anthony is going to be starting his first lap. Harold Rothery has already started his, as well as Bob and Dave. Here comes Les Levy, Jesse Meyer. They have actually started their one and only lap. That is all they get. Christopher Jordan rolling out. Zachary Workman, well, he was, and then I guess he decided to try it again. Yeah. He Instacarted it back to pit road here. So we're just waiting on the times here. Start kind of rolling in here. Les Levy, Anthony English, they're going to be right there. Harold Rothery, the first one to take a time. Bob Lacavara going to the top. Dave Hunt second. Jesse Meyer third. There goes Les Anthony to the top. No surprise that we see Anthony rolling up. Man, Anthony really knows how to get the pole for sure. I mean, it seems like Anthony just runs the same line for every single car. Jeff Crosby Jr. going into third. So we've still got a handful of drivers out here too. So Workman, Schroeder, Senior, Bergante. Looks like Bergante 54-0-3-3. Jordan, Person, and Scott Warren is also out here on the track. Yeah, 598 consecutive weeks of racing streak ended. I don't get that, Steven. I don't know what he means by that. Did he race that long consecutively? Is that what he did? Wow. Mark Person knocking off Anthony English and Christopher Jordan from the pole. Anthony had it, and then Jordan, now Mark. Scott Warren going to the top spot here. It looks like that is actually where we are going to end the qualifying here. Looks like Mark Person is going to come away with the pole. Let me see if he is in the Discord. Do not show him in the Discord. So it looks like I will not be talking to Mark here. All right. Well, all righty then. Well, I see the other Mark. I see Mark Mann. Well, all right. Well, Mark Person grabbing the pole here. Let's go ahead and get him on our starting grid here tonight. Mark Person grabbing the pole with a 53.927. Good enough for the top spot. Scott Warren with a 53.936. That's going to put him to the outside there in second. Christopher Jordan third. Anthony English fourth. Les Levy fifth. James Mayer sixth. Zachary Workman seventh. Jeff Crosby Jr. at eighth. Bob Locavara ninth. And Dave Hunt 10th. A.J. Walker in 11th. Jesse Meyer in 12th. Andy Brigante 13th, Andrew Schroeder 14th, Jeff Crosby Sr. 15th, David O 16th, Harold Rothery 17th of the qualifiers. So that's going to put old Rick Seabrands back here in 18th. Going to line up there with Gabe Butler in 19th. Everett Lane 20th. Mark Mann 21st. Christopher McCullough 22nd. Alex Giffen 23rd. Eric Laurie 24th. And Jason Kinzer is going to round out our 25-car field here tonight. So that is all we've got is 25 drivers. I think that is plenty of drivers. Ten 598 consecutive weeks. 10 years straight without. Wow! Wow! That is that's a lot. That is a lot. Jeez. All right, well, rolling off now. Oh, no. Yeah, I seen he was talking about the week reset, so, man. All right, well, here, and I don't know who that is. have no idea who that is. Yeah, I don't know who it is. I think it might be a bot, honestly. All right, well, here we go. Out of 4. Pace car will dive down to the safety of pit road. Start finish line at the exit of pit road above the start zone. Kind of in the middle here. And coming into it here momentarily. As the edge ever so closer to the start zone for the first time. Here we go, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing here tonight at Talladega. All right, already seeing a little bit of 3 wide back here, but it looks like it's going to pan out back to side by side. That was Gabe. I'm going to go ahead and just go back to side by side. Here we go, 3 wide action, 76 pulling to the outside. That is Scott Warren. I know Mark Mann was back there peeking, and he decided not to try it just yet, but Scott Warren decided to go to the outside. He's going to get 8 up here as Christopher Jordan takes over the lead and is going to lead the first lap here tonight. 1 lap down, 79 more to go, and 3 wide action back here in the middle of this mess is going to be, well, it was the 53. Now it's the 014 of Jesse Meyer. 53 is Dave Hunt. Screaming out of turn number 2 already. Jordan still leading the way. These cars drive pretty well. I know a lot of drivers are still trying to get used to it, and a lot of them don't like the car, but hey, you know, you gotta, you know, this late in the season now, you can't really complain too much. It's either race it or don't race it. You know, one of the two. But I think you just go with the flow and, you know, work with what you're given. And we're going to see, it looks like that is going to be the 62 of Les Levy now. Shoot to the outside, and good Lord almighty, Scott Warren darted to the outside and then darted right back down to the bottom. Well, middle line, not to the bottom, but middle line. And it looks like they're already doing a little bit of snaking and maybe even doing a little bit of blocking here. Man, there's a lot of pushing going on. Anthony English going to the lead with the help of the 19 of, well, the 19 was there, but that actually was the 62 of Les Levy on the outside. Anthony is up front, but is he going to be able to lead this lap, or is Mark Person finally going to lead a lap here after starting on pole with the help of the 19? That is going to be the way it is. So Zachary Workman did push Mark back up to the lead. Mark going to lead that lap, it looks like. Yeah, Anthony's usually up front, usually, or trying to get up front. Well, Zachary Workman now with the help of the 44 of Anthony getting pushed up to the front. And Zachary trying to lead a lap here. And if my memory serves me correctly, you do get a bonus point for leading a lap. So, looks like I know you get a bonus point for having the fastest lap. I do know that. But you might not get a bonus point for leading a lap here. Yeah, no, you do not get a bonus point for leading a lap. So, looking at it in the Sim Racer hub, Just a bonus point. Oh, no, we're going to have a wreck. Oh, no. Anthony English involved in this. There is no yellow. It looks like he is. Yep, there is the yellow now. We're going to go ahead and go back to find out what happened. Oh, Bob coming up. Did he hit the apron? Bob Lacovara. That is unlike Bob. What happened? Oh, okay, so Bob did not come up. Looks like maybe a bad push there from the 95 of James. That set the stage here, and that shot the 44 down into Bob. Unlike James to do the bad push, but out of the corner, that is exactly what happened. And Anthony might have already been a little loose there, too. James is right behind him. So, I don't know if it was a bad push or Anthony just got loose. However, Anthony did go right down into Bob Lacovara. That shot Bob and Anthony right up into the outside ball. Bob is going to scathe by, it looks like. He is going to have some damage for sure. You can see the sparks flying off of that number 5 Convergent Composites machine. And, yeah, hefty damage for sure on that machine. Anthony English did squeak by down pit road. Of course, you look at the damage on Anthony here under the replay, and that right side tire is not spinning at all. So, definitely having some major damage on the 44 too. Going back up live, Anthony already come down. He definitely had to use his fast repair. I would assume Bob will too. Looks like he is sitting on pit road though. We'll see if he uses that fast repair or not. However, Mark Person is going to lead him down pit road here. So Mark, Scott, Zachary, James, Les, everybody just coming down pit road, and Mark Person going to be the first one off of pit road. Looks like just fuel. And Christopher Jordan, Christopher Jordan wasn't able to get into his pit box. And so he's going to have to go all the way back around to come back down pit road. Fast repair. Yeah, fast repair. Yeah, he hasn't used it. So yeah, Anthony is not in the Bumblebee car. It's a different paint here with Anthony in the next gen. But Mark Person, Zachary Workman, Christopher Jordan, Scott Warren, Harold Rothery, James Merritt, Jeff Crosby Jr., Dave Hunt, A.J. Walker, Les Levy. That's rounding out the top 10 here. However, I do believe Jordan will be coming back down pit road. We'll see. Looks like he's getting on the apron, so I would assume he's going to come back down. I don't think he'll be the only one. I think we'll have a few more back here that will go ahead and come down pit road once again. But yeah, here comes Christopher Jordan. Got several more coming down as well. Alex Giffen, Schroeder, Bergante, Seabrands. Pretty much just the backpack. All right, well, lights are off. It takes a little bit to get around the track. We got drivers coming off of pit road here. Giffen, Seabrand, Schroeder, Butler, Brigante, McCullough, English. Looks like Bob Lacavara just went ahead and took his car behind the wall here. He is already done for the evening. Oh, man, I hate that. All right. We're coming back to the green here to be lap number 10. Looks like Workman now onto the outside, but Person is our leader. That is Mark. He is on the bottom. He's got the 76 of Scott Warren right on his bumper. Got to go on green at all times, so he cannot jump it. And here we go. Green is out. Looks like a little bit of tire spin back here, possibly, maybe with a 95 of James Mayer. I know Dave Hunt was right behind him as well. Looks like Zachary Workman going to drop it to the bottom. That's going to put Harold Rothery to the outside. And of course, back underway here. Lap number 10 out of turn number 2. Now, the last time we the last time we was here at Talladega, we had 6 cautions for 18 laps. 39 lead changes out of 14 leaders. Good race. Adam Kilday coming away with the victory there. And that is, we are missing Adam here tonight. That is one driver we are missing. All right, out of turn number 2. If we can get a green flag stop here, that will definitely separate the field a little bit. But we got to get the green flag stop. That's the thing. We got to get it. No, that was Andy Brigante. That was not Adam. That was Andy. Andy Brigante. Andy Brigante is here tonight, the 13. Yeah. Trust me, for the longest time, Bub, I got both of them confused. There was times I would think I would be interviewing Andy, and I would be interviewing Adam, or vice versa. So yeah. Mark Person doing a good job here. Now Scott Warren to the outside. He's going to have to get a little bit more help, but he's going to be able to do it. Scott Warren to the line. Scott Warren with his first lap of lead here. Edging out Mark Person there at the line. Now we're seeing that outside line. Form up. Scott Warren, Harold Rothery, Jeff Crosby Jr. Looks like A.J. Walker up here. We'll check on Stevens pick out here. Jason Kinzer just hanging out at the tail end. just, doing Jason things. Try to let these laps wind down a little bit, let the race come to him, which is not a bad thing. We see Mark Person, though, man, that outside line really rolling. Harold Rothery peeking out, and that's going to open the door up to the bottom. Here comes the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. coming around the 18. And Harold Rothery going around. We're going to have another wreck. Oh, no. I seen that door open, and I know Harold, he was right up top here. It looks like the 014 was also there trying for the same real estate, and right there, that is all she wrote. With the 014 peeking the nose down there, and then that right front catching that left rear. And that's all it took to send the 18 sideways right down in front and into the 19 of Zachary Workman, the 95 James Merritt, nowhere to go, and Harold goes for a ride right up into the 46 of David O here. David nowhere to go. Just an innocent bystander on that one. And, it barely, I say barely, but it definitely hit, man, it popped him too. Popped him pretty hard. So David O going to get caught up in it. Man, all right, another yellow here. And I would assume Mark probably going to lead them back down. They are only out here about 8 laps. I would assume they'll come back down. Yeah, right. Yeah, Andy's been on a roll lately. I think Andy stole some of Adam's thunder out here. I know Kilday started off really strong, and it's been really doing strong on the Saturday series, but really started out really strong. And so I think Andy kind of stole some of Adam's lucky mojo out there here, as they come down pit road now. Lap number 15. I would assume we might see the only one driver has used a fast repair, and that's been Anthony. Waiting to see if anybody else chooses to use theirs, or if they're just going to go ahead and just get it fixed here. And Christopher Jordan, I believe Anthony English. I don't even think Anthony was able to pit. No, he was not. He come down pit road, missed his box. So I think Jordan's going to have to do the same thing. But Jordan's got 3 laps under his belt now. So, unfortunately, yellows plaguing here tonight. And David O on pit road, as well as Christopher McCullough on pit road in their box. I would assume David's just trying to get it fixed without having to use any fast repair. And they only get one, so don't want to use it early if you can help it. All right, well, we'll see what Jordan does. I would imagine Jordan and Anthony will come back down along with a few more. I don't foresee Scott Warren or Mark Person or Jeff Crosby Jr. coming back down, but then again, I've been fooled before, so we'll see what happens here. But Christopher Jordan is on the apron, so I would imagine the 78 is going to roll down pit road. Yep, here he comes. Here comes Anthony English coming down now. So, yeah, we're going to have a handful of drivers that's going to go ahead and come back down pit road, top off on fuel just to make sure they have the fuel. The lap number 16, 17 this time by to be lap number 18. Let me get back green. So let's say you can go 15 laps. That's still going to be about 7 laps short this time, so they're still going to have to pit regardless. That's just going off of 15 lap run. Anthony English, Harold Rothery, right now the only two still use their fast repair. It looks like James Mayer. There's Mark Mann. There's Christopher McCullough. There's Anthony, Andrew, Gabe, Rick. There's David O. David did not use his. Oh, dear. Well, all right, here we go. Green is back out once again. Lap number 18. And yes, bub, I did get the pictures there. Oh, dear. That was, I'm sure they have that blocked off. Gonna have to go all the way around. I still have electric, so we're good. All right, well, 3 wide. Christopher Jordan on the outside. Bring in, looks like Zachary Workman coming up on the 78 here. I'm going to try to get something going on that third lane. Maybe even bring in a couple of more drivers right along with them. James Mayer. And now they're going to drop down to the middle lane. Well, they just left Christopher out there by himself. And now Christopher is going to have to get some help. As, man, that top side starting to roll. On that, leading that third lane is the 62 of Les. Well, David O in the mix here. Zachary Workman. All crammed up in this. And it looks like Zachary's going to go back down to the middle. 43 of A.J. Walker up here into 5th. Scott Warren leading another lap. Kyle finally decided to jump in chat here tonight. I guess better late than never, Kyle. At least you didn't miss the whole race. Three wide action. Dave Hunt right in the middle and right up ahead of it. Jason Kinzer was right in the middle of it for sure. And Now we're going to see, it looks like A.J. Walker go to the outside. Zachary Workman going to fly up on that 43 here and going to give him the slightest, a little bit of a shove there, try to push him up toward the front. But we have seen that outside line rolling and then kind of fall back and then roll again. But man, Zachary really making it work with the help of several other drivers. I think Les is even in the mix. I think Les might have moved down. So it's AJ. Oh no, 33 going around. Oh no, Giffen involved in it as well. Jesse Meyer, Zachary Workman. Uh-oh. Well, let's find the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. because that is where it's all going to start. Looks like they were just doing some hard pushing right here between Jeff Crosby Jr., Dave Hunt, and I believe that is the 77 or 077 of Mark Person right there. And just doing some hard pushing. And then right here, ooh, did Crosby come down or did Scott come up? Ooh, I think Crosby come down. If you look at the lines there on right to the right side of the 76, Scott really doesn't go past him. And then right there is where that contact is. That is going to spin the 33. And then right back up onto the track. 0-14. Got to get caught up in it. Giffen, Workman is going to get caught in it. The 46 is going to get some, a little bit of damage. Doesn't look too bad. Somehow, some way, the 95 going to squeak through that. And, oh, somebody just slammed the wall up here. Trying to find out who that is. Was that, oh, that was David. Oh. Well, I thought David got around it. It looks like him and the 15 contact is made, and that shot David O right up into the outside wall. Ouch. Oh, no. Well, looks like David O now does have a meatball, so what David did not want to do was use the fast repair, and unfortunately, I think he's going to have to use it now. I believe he had to tow to pit road, so that is going to unfortunately set him back just a little bit more than what he wanted. Yeah, fashionably late, yes. I've seen people go with that liquid that doesn't conduct electricity. It's a fully enclosed computer, and it's this liquid that doesn't conduct electricity. I've seen it done, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, non-conductive liquid cooling. Yep. Kyle. Yeah, non-conductive liquid cooling. Yep, I've seen it. I wouldn't mind having it. Of course, you definitely don't want to drop it because then you'd have liquid everywhere. But that would actually be kind of cool to have. All right, lap 23. Kyle better not have done that. All right, a couple of drivers coming back down pit road. Well, I say a couple. It's a handful on the way back from about 10th on back. So the top 9 going ahead and staying out here. And our leader is going to be Mark Person. With Dave Hunt, Andy Brigante, Scott Warren, Jason Kinzer, Rick Seabrands, Les Levy, Harold Rothery, Jeff Crosby Sr., and it looks like Christopher Jordan will be rounding out the top 10 once they all catch back up and everybody gets in line. Oh, Kyle. I'm a little scared to ask, to be honest. All right, well, it's going to be close on fuel, but from here to lap number 40, we'll just say is about 16 or so laps. It's going to definitely be close on fuel. If we go green, a 2-stage end. All right, pace cars down, and they're coming into the start zone once again. Remember, go on green at all times. And green is back out here tonight at Talladega. Dave Hunt already on the loud pedal. He's actually going to cross the line first. So after green, Dave Hunt is going to lead that lap officially. So Dave has a lap now under his belt, but we still got quite a ways to go out here tonight. We're not even halfway through the race. We are halfway over the stage to the stage, though. Remember, stage completion of 40 to 41. So I think if we stay green, we're going to see some drivers chance it. I think you have to. Jason Kinzer rolling up into P2 after starting dead last in 25th. Has found his way now up into that P2, P3 spot. Andy Brigante onto the outside, and Mark Person going to the outside. Going to block that run by that number 13. That kind of left Jason down there. He's got help, and he's got Rick Seabrands down there on the bottom, and now it looks like Person and Brigante both dropping it to the bottom, but watch that third lane, the 62, the 88. They have had enough of it. Rolling up to the front, the 24 of Everett Lane. They're like, all right, I've had enough of it. We're going to the front. I do not know. I know Les did not get it. I think Andy might have barely beat him out to the line, but now Gabe dropping it down to the middle here, and that's going to put Everett Lane to the outside. All right, well, happy birthday to Dad Warren out there, big old 7-0. I don't know if he wants me to announce it live on MaxspeedTV, but yeah, you know, I'll go ahead and do it. Give him some love out there here tonight. Big old 7-0. Well, happy birthday for all of us here at MaxspeedTV and everybody in chat. But you're still watching. Whoa, Everett, where you going, buddy? Looks like he went to the third lane and then decided, nope, I'll go back down here. And he is going to pull him behind Gabe Butler here, man. They are getting awfully wiggly. Awfully wiggly and squiggly out here tonight. 78, watching that third lane again. That's the 78. Christopher Jordan. Eric Laurie. Even rolling up here as well as the 014 of Jesse Meyer trying to make his way back up toward the front. He started 12th and got caught up in a little incident there, and kind of sent him back, but you know. Oh, Christopher, I don't think I would have done that, buddy. You're going to end up sending yourself toward the back. That might be your plan, but and that might be by design too. He's probably wanting to go here, not liking what he's seeing up toward the front. Man, they are getting really, really close up here too. Whew, buddy, man. Well, Mark Person, Gabe Butler, Everett Lane, Andrew Schroeder dropping it down to the bottom. Lap number 30. Whoa! Scott Warren shooting up to the top line. Wow, and there goes the 62 of Les. Here comes Gabe back to the lead with the help of Everett Lane going with him. Everett Lane, no relation to Steven. I think they have even had that discussion before. So, yeah, we are only on lap number 31. So, yeah, still got about 10 laps to go here for stage in. I have been out here at about 9 laps, so it is definitely going to be close on fuel under green conditions if they can go the distance. You know, who's going to chance it? Who's going to have to come down pit road? Lap 32. No, that kind of shuffled to Everett Lane, and if they don't get it under gear here, oh no, we're going to have another wreck. We're going to have another yellow, though. No, yeah, yep, there it is. There is the yellow. Oh, and Harold Rothery having all sorts of trouble. So let's find out really where it started. It looks like the 15 and the 44. Looked like there was some action going on into the middle here with the 15-071. That is Eric Laurie. Let's find out here what actually happened. Wow, 014 just gave Eric Laurie a love tap there, and that shot him up into the 15 and shot the 15 into the 53, and that shot the 53 right down into the 44. And, you know, it was just kind of odd from there right here. The 014 going to unfortunately finish off Eric Laurie here. Not in a bad way. I mean, you're just so close together. And that is going to turn Eric, and that is going to send him down into the 78. And then bounce it off, and then nowhere to go for the 18 of a Harold Rothery here as them two get connected together. Harold's going to have a significant amount of damage here, and I think Harold Yeah, Harold just took him behind the wall, so he is unfortunately done. He didn't have a fast repair left either, so ouch, man. Dadgummit. Well, this is going to change things up here. Going to be interesting to see if we get pit stops or if drivers are going to stay out, save fuel under yellow. I think you got to stay out. I don't think you come down. It'll be lap 34 this time. Well, we're going to have a few come down here. I guess we're going to have drivers chance it. Oh, I'd be so mad. Looks like Christopher Jordan getting a black flag here. Speeding down pit road, probably. Well, it was cleared, so it must have not have been one of those that could not be cleared. I'd be furious. Oh, I'd be so mad. All right, well, lights should go off. And they do. So, lights are off. Les Levy. That's going to be on the outside. Looks like Schroeder is going to be on the bottom. No, Gabe Butler is going to be on the bottom. Because Gabe Butler is actually second, so... So Levy, Butler, Kinzer, Schroeder, Everlane, Rick Seabrands, English, Hunt, McCullough, Crosby Jr., top 10. It'll be lap 36 here at the line and at green. Just waiting now for that pace car to dive off to pit road. Be coming out of 4 here. There it goes. Pace car is down. And it looks like Kinzer is going to be behind the 62 here. Coming to the restart. Gabe to the bottom. 62 is our current leader. And, of course, got to go on green at all times. And it looks like he is going to go. And there goes Gabe as well. Good jump there by Gabe. And Gabe gets a black flag. Kinzer gets a black flag. Oh, no! Will they be cleared? It looks like Kinzer's was. Gabe, at the current moment, still has a black flag. Did he jump it too soon? I am going to keep an eye on it, and it is not going to be able to be cleared. That is an iRacing black flag that cannot be cleared. Oh, no, that is going to hurt. I have not seen that happen in a long time. Wow. Oh, man. You cannot pass the leader, apparently, on the bottom, even after green. Wow. You can on the outside, but you can't do it on the bottom. Strange. Oh, I would be. I would not be a happy camper. That is for sure. A lot of movement up here. And Anthony English leading a lap. He's got some help with the 48 of Schroeder and A.J. Walker on the outside. Lap 38. Of course, if we get a yellow now, guys, that's it. The next flag will end the stage. Man, they are getting awfully dicey and awfully squirrely back here. Schroeder to the bottom. It looks like the 43 going to stay out and push the daylights out of the 44. Side by side, 3 wide behind them to the stripe. Lap 39. And 3 wide. About 4 rows deep here, too. Oh, they're 4 wide. Drivers getting pushed down to the apron. Drivers getting pushed down onto the grass. Drivers going into the wall. Wow. No yellow. We stay green. Ever be inventing more cuss words, he says. All right, well, coming to the white flag here for the stage this time by. So white flag in the air one more time around. Who is going to win it? Next flag will end it. Whether it be the stage flag, caution, or a caution. 4 wide up the gut. We're door to door. 4 wide, folks. Oh, my gosh. Googly boogly. They're still 4 wide, and they're going to be wrecking. Anthony English going to come away with the stage. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Taking a look at it. Look at it, man. I think, yeah, we were 4 wide, 5 wide, it looks like. Well, not quite 5 wide, but we were definitely 4 wide. We see the 19 and the 44 going at it up here, and they go door to door. They're still going door to door, and then they're back 4 wide again. And then all of a sudden, it just went south. Oh, man. Oh, A.J. Walker. Oh, man. Well, Anthony English is going to be your stage winner here. Yeah, it was almost 5 wide. We were definitely 4 wide, but yeah. Wow. Man, well, Anthony English, your stage winner. Wow. All right. Well, that was, let's say, very entertaining. Now, Christopher McCullough did get a meatball out of it. I know there was some hiccups going on with McCullough. I think it was McCullough. I know there was some drivers that got into the wall. I know Schroeder was also in it. I don't know if I can go back that far and find out. Well, there's Schroeder there. So, and that was also Mark Person too. There was some shenanigans going on down to here. That happened. Mark went to the bottom. Andrew was right there. They're door to door, and they just continue to go door to door, and they're not giving each other an inch. And then they both come down and into the inside wall. And that was the wreck before the yellow. And Andrew destroying that number 48 machine. Ouch. Wow, bub. Years ago, golly, I don't even remember how old I was when I did that. I remember doing it. I just don't remember how old I was. Well, you took the last donut and I got mad. Oh, golly. You did not bring that up. Oh, no. I ain't talking to you no more. I was sleepwalking. Give me a break. you got me cracking up, Kyle. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Well, Scott Ward, Jesse Meyer, Rick Seabrands, Alex Giffen, Andy Brigante, Les Levy, David O, Dave Hunt, Jeff Crosby Jr., and our stage winner, Anthony English. Looks like rounding out the top 11, James Mayer going to the outside here, so it's telling him to go all the way up and fall in behind David O. So, congratulations to Anthony English on the stage win here tonight as we get set ready to go here. Lap 44. Well, that's strange. What's the 43 doing? AJ Walker. Looks like we got some black flags. I would imagine they'll be cleared, but AJ Walker, it put AJ all the way up ahead of everybody. But all righty, folks, here we go. Y'all know what time it is. We haven't done this in a while. Let's do it. Crank it up here tonight. Alrighty, folks. Well, I don't have the actual crank it up camera for some reason, so I had to go a little bit old school there and use the left and right front suspension on the cars. But, you know, we'll go with the flow. We'll work with what we got. And back up to the front here, Andy Brigante already leading a lap here, and it looks like he might be leading another one this time by, as we are coming to lap number 48 here. If he can hold off Scott Warren, but it looks like Scott's going to edge him out here with the help of Rick Seabrands to the outside. Now, like I said, taking a look back at our past winners. Hunter Reynolds, Mark Person, Gabe Butler, Sean Stevens, Adam Kilday, Christopher McCullough, James Mayer, and Zachary Workman. Yeah, we could definitely see a second you know, a repeat winner, or you know, we could see a new winner as well here tonight. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Coming to lap number 49 here. I think it would be labeled at Talladega, probably static cam, or something like that. I unfortunately don't have it. Man, all right, well, Rick Seabrands trying to get around the 76 here. Rick has led a couple of laps. Take a look here. We've had a handful of yellows, 5 yellows for 8 laps, 32 laps to go. 22 lead changes in total here tonight. Now it looks like the 13 of Andy Brigante going to go ahead and take back over the lead here. It's going to be another lap for Mr. Andy Brigante here. Watching, that is David O, I believe, going to the bottom. Yes, it is. Oh, I would have to load up each and every one of those to find it, bub. Those are different camera angles for different car types. So I would have to go through each and individual one. Couldn't tell you what it would be under. Well, David O still trying to get a lap. Of course, the most important lap, the final lap, lap 51. Now we have been out here at about 10 laps here. So looks like Rick Seabrands going back to the outside. That's going to put them side by side. Remember, pit stops, 13 to 17 laps, probably closer to the 15, but looks like the 13 got a good shove there, but too much of a gap between the 4 and the 46, so that's going to allow Andy to get back up and around that number 4 machine. Got a pack back here in this second group. Eric Lurie, Gabe Butler, Jason Kinzer, and Everett Lane. Probably playing it smart. Hanging out back here. You've got Christopher McCullough, Andrew Schroeder, and looks like A.J. Walker by himself. But McCullough and Schroeder is up in this front pack. I think the drivers playing it safe, though, would be Lurie, Butler, Kinzer, and Lane at the moment, as they are going 3 wide once again up front. 0-14 of Jesse Meyer is leading that outside line. On Dave Hunt here as well. He is in the middle group. Okay, I can't really do nothing about it at the moment. Whoa! 0-14 coming down a little bit. Almost got into the 53 there of Dave Hunt. But both of them okay. James Bear now battling Andy Brigante for the lead. Mark Mann even up here as well. And did James? He got it. Barely, but he got it. Wow. Got the lap lead here. Watching that third lane really form it up again. Scott Warren. Looks like Mark Person. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are they going to wreck? Are they going to save it? I think they might have saved it. Oh, no. The 46 of David O going around onto the track. Everybody's going to have to dodge. Yellow is out. They almost had it saved. But what happened? That is what happened. Looks like the 014 might have got a little bit of a hook there by the 13. So let's get on the 13 here of Andy Brigante. And it looks like maybe a bad push as well. And right here, there is the hook. But, man, I don't know if he hooked him. Did he hook him? Boy, that was close. Yeah, I think he did right there. Yeah. This is what started it all right down into the 4. And that is what upset everybody. And we got on David O here, and we're going to be able to kind of follow this through here. They almost had it saved. Boy, David O, he almost had it saved here, and I thought for a second he did. He went sideways and then come up on the track in front of traffic, and that is the yellow right there. But, man, wow. Well, this is definitely going to bring them down pit road. They were on stint 14 here, so pretty close on fuel. So now we're going to crunch some numbers. So we'll take it, say, lap 57 here, just to... It's still going to be short. $72, 73 laps roughly. And it looks like Jordan yet again missed his box here. Yeah, once again, man, Christopher Jordan not having a very good time of finding his pit box. All right, well... Let's see, maybe bring up... Man, who do we chit-chat with here? Man, so many drivers that I could talk to, too. It's hard to make a decision. Hard to make a decision. Man, I'm having a hard time deciding. I think we'll just wait. Yeah, I got him. I just can't do anything about it right now, so... All right, well, Scott Warren. Looks like Christopher McCullough is going to stay out here and get a wave around the pace car, and because he is right up ahead of the leaders, so he will get his lap back here, but he's going to have to come down pit road. He's been out here 16 laps, so oh man. So I just got the message on my phone. Arkansas won again, 91-48. Gosh. Oh, hey, Eric. Watching on your phone, huh? How you doing, buddy? All right, pace car is down. Coming to lap number 58 here. Oh, geez. So lap 58. So with everybody pitting here. So that'll be about lap 73 under green conditions for pit stops. It's still going to be short. Ooh. All right, well, Scott Warren back out front. Les Levy, Zach Workman, Andy Brigante. We're seeing that outside line form up once again. Dave Hunt, Jesse Meyer. Looks like, who is that? That is the 99 of Alex Giffen. Giffen plumbing on the on his car. So big shout out to Jimmy Reynolds out here. I know he is not racing tonight, nor of course is Hunter, but we understand Hunter's doing Hunter things, and I think Jimmy is actually in the process of helping Hunter out as well. But woo, got some movement going on here. That's the 77 of Mark Person. But a big shout out to Jimmy Reynolds sponsoring tonight's race, HRR 212. That is Hunter Reynolds Racing for everybody that does not know what HRR is. So a big shout out to Jimmy and Hunter and, you know, for everything they do, not only in OP, but I would imagine, I think Hunter is going into the racing circuit. That is my guess. I have not been informed, so don't quote me on it. But if he is or isn't, you know, congratulations and, you know, on his endeavors. Hopefully we'll see Hunter back in action here before too long. And like I said, I know we'll see Jimmy probably here and there as well. But getting down here to the race here next time by, though, will be 20 laps will remain in the race tonight. It looks like Christopher McCullough, yep, he is going to have to come down pit road. He's been out here 20 laps, so 20 laps remain here tonight. The OP Super Speedway Premier Series Season 17, round number 9. Round number 9. One more race in the regular season next week at, well, my brother's favorite track. And I don't mean Martinsville. It's the 08 of Daytona. Bumpy Daytona. August the 10th. Oh, you know it is. Oh, somebody just blew an engine. Oh, no! Mark Parsons' engine just let go. We're going to rewind on this, and we'll hear it. There it went. It blew. Oh, no. We're probably going to have a yellow, I would imagine. He's going to park it, tow it. No yellow. Okay, so he got it towed before the yellow come out. Oh, no. Oh. I know he had some front end damage on that thing too, and well, I think it finally just had enough. Of course, he was behind pushing, so you know, if you don't get air into it to cool it off, it will pop on you. Yes, yeah, he does have a fast repair, but since he had to tow, man, it's gonna hurt. He's going to have to hope that he gets back out there and a yellow comes out, because if not, that is going to put him in a very, very bad predicament. A.J. Walker is our first driver a lap down. Christopher McCullough going to be probably under fire here before too long to go another lap down. So Zachary Workman back up front. Yeah, Mark Person, though, he is still in that towing phase. As we see Workman shoot it down to the bottom here. And Scott Warren now back to the outside. Scott's led 13 laps. Zachary has led a lap. We got several drivers out here that's led one lap or more. And we're going to go 3 wide. Boy, Jesse Myers shooting the gut right up the middle. And oh, no, here we go. We're going to have another wreck. Oh, Schroeder into the wall. No, and that, of course, involved a Workman. Yellow is out. Oh. All right, well, we seen that. I seen that one coming, unfortunately. Oh, man. Well, right here, it looks like Schroeder come down. Oh, it looks like some action going up front here, too. A little bit of action with the 95 and the 76, and of course Schroeder giving the 95 a shove, and Schroeder come down into the 014, and well, that's what sent the 19 and the 48 down, and man, Schroeder took a hard lick into the wall. Oh man, y'all want to go cockpit here on Schroeder and just, you know, this hurt. This hurt me watching it. And we're going to see right there. Oh, what a hard hit that was. Oh, man. All right. Well, you know who that's actually going to help? Christopher McCullough did not go a lap down. Mark Person did make it back out onto the track before the yellow. He did use his fast repair. A.J. Walker will be the first driver, though, a lap down, so he will be the lucky dog. But yellow out again, 15 to go. I would imagine everybody going to come down pit road now. Yep, fuel strategy just became a little bit easier. Yep. I don't even think at this point you've got to save it. I think you just go. Everybody down pit road here. AJ going to get the lucky dog. Mark is going to possibly, looks like he's going to get his lap back here the old-fashioned way by coming around the leaders. Yeah, I think Mark might be going to chance it here. Okay, Mark, you can't pass the pace car. You did not get the lucky dog. AJ did. So Mark is going to, if I'm Mark, I would stay out. Now, you've been out here 4 laps, but you are under yellows, so you are going to be able to, you know, I think make it to the end. You're just going to have to play it smart. and choose your battles, you know, as they come. But yeah, Mark Person is going to be back on the lead lap, so it'll buff out, Eric Cook said. I don't know if that one will buff out, you know. And Schroeder does not have a fast repair. Oh, that's going to hurt. James Mayer's still on pit road here. Looks like probably getting some damage looked at. Yeah, he was our pole sitter out here tonight as well, yeah. Yeah, now he's going to get a wave around the pace car here once the lights go off. Of course, that, you know, Scott is our leader, so Mark will be at the tail end of the field. But I think Mark will be able to work his way up toward the front. He's just going to have to, be careful. I know, easier said than done, right? Looks like Scott Warren may be choosing the outside line here. Looks like James going to be coming off back out onto the racetrack here. So, yeah, James just getting damage fixed. That's all that he was doing. Mark. Oh, you're talking about Mark Person. Yeah. Well, the other Mark Mann up here in fifth. So our top 10, Scott Warren, Andy Brigante, Les Levy, Dave Hunt, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Jeff Crosby Jr., Alex Giffen, Jeff Crosby Sr., and Rick Seabrands, Jason Kinzer, Christopher Jordan, Eric Laurie, Gabe Butler, Christopher McCullough, Everett Lane, Jesse Meyer, Zachary Workman, A.J. Walker, David O., James Mayer, Mark Person. That's our top 22 on the lead lap. Looks like Schroeder just went another lap down, unfortunately. Oh, tough break for Schroeder. Man. Nope, 9:34 Central, 10:34 Eastern. Coming down to the wire here, 13 to go. It'll be 12 to go at the line. I got to run to Fort Smith tomorrow and pay my car payment. I was going to do it today, but in Northwest Arkansas, and then Mark had problems with one of his trucks. So, well, here we go. Coming to the restart. Scott Warren on the outside. Got to go on green at all times. Here we go. Underway here. Nobody got a black flag on this one, it looks like. Good deal. I know Gabe Butler's probably shooting himself in the foot over that black flag on the restart here tonight, but looks like he had a nice recovery here, running 13th right now. Les Levy going to the bottom. No, he don't want to pay the fee. 4 wide. Whoa, boy, Jesse Meyer going to get ate up and get sent toward the back. We're going to be 4 wide front. Good Lord Almighty. Oh, man. That's the 88 of Gabe. He is not scared. He will go 4 wide. He is not worried about it. Wow. Now we're going to go back to 3 wide. Oh, my golly. I don't think we're done with the 4 wide, folks. We are not done with that 4 wide mess. There'll be a lot of 3 wide. No, he ain't scared. Got some action back here. Looks like with Everett Lane and Jesse Meyer. Looks like Everett was pushing Jesse. Now Everett's going to go topside. Of course, we see here, don't look now, but here he comes. Mark Person, James Mayer, Gabe Butler, Everett Lane, all on the top side. And it looks like Mark is going to drop it down into the bottom. And here comes Zachary Workman to the top side. Oh, my golly. 10 laps to go. Got a lot of movement out here, though. Alex Giffen in the 99 also going to the top. Here we go. 4 wide again, possibly. Nope, not yet, boy. Zachary Workman was thinking about it. And there's that 3rd dominant lane, and Alex Giffen now shooting to the bottom. It's going to kind of break up these lines a little bit, but when you got the run like Scott and Zachary and, well, Mark Person has, you get a little bit of a gap. David O even up here. Man, it's a nail biter, folks. This is anybody's race. Golly, bub. That's Meyer, though. His is Mayer, not Meyer. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Here we go! Wreck it! Big wreck! Oh, no! Mark Mann involved in it as well. Big wreck. And it looks like Anthony English coming down into Workman. Oh, was it a bad push by the 43? Of A.J. Walker. Oh, no. Let's find out as we play it through. Oh, it looks like a kind of a slinky action going on here. 903 into the back of the 88. 88 into the back of the 43. 43 into the back of the 44. And that is what shot Anthony English down into Workman. Now, a little bit of a slinky action going on. Just, bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. And that's all she wrote. Anthony down into Workman. And both Workman and English up into the wall. Mark Mann nowhere to go. Let me see if I can get on Mark here, right here. Mark nowhere to go, right into Workman. Eric Laurie, the 13 of Brigante. Everett Lane going to get a piece of it as well. I think Everett might have scraped through that, though, barely. Oh, man. All right, well, 7 to go. We are not under a GWC attempt, though, so anybody trekking down pit road? Well, Eric Laurie is. Everett's coming. I think the drivers that might have been caught up in that might be coming down pit road. So, but I think everybody else, for the most part, is going to stay out. Looks like, yeah. Scott Warren, David O, Mark Person, A.J. Walker, Alex Giffen, Gabe Butler, Christopher McCullough, Les Levy, James Mayer, Dave Hunt. That's our top 10 at the moment. I think that's how we're going to line up here, too. I've heard that one before, too, Everett. All right, well, what do y'all think? I was putting money away in my wallet, bub. That's what y'all was hearing. Y'all was hearing my wallet. The settings, for some reason, are not saving in OBS. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Cornhole money. Well, cornhole money, and I got to go pay my storage unit tomorrow as well. So I got some bills I got to finish up, but yeah. All right, here we go. So it'll be 4 to go at the line. We got Warren, Overstreet, Walker, Person, Giffen, Butler, McCullough, Levy, Hunt, Mayer, Meyer, Crosby Jr., Crosby Sr., Seabrands, Lane, Kinzer, Lori, Brigante, Jordan English, Mann, and Workman. Now, all 22 drivers, they are on the lead lap. Now, Zachary's got some significant damage here, and it looks like Anthony English does have a meatball flag, and he is at the tail end of the field. I think he is just going to try to just roll it here, and you see that right side tire doing a little bit of bouncing, and he just got to probably let it roll until it blows. So heavy damage on the English's Landscaping and Snow Plowing 44 Fox machine out here. Just, man, I hate that. Now, he might even be coming down pit road here too. So let's get back up front. Let's get everything ready, coming to the restart here. Sass Cannon out there. I did see you in chat earlier. I wasn't ignoring you. I promise. All right, here we go. It'll be 4 to go. Once we cross the line, we're going to take the green here. And David O on the bottom. He's going to have to be careful, though. We don't want no black flags. And, boy, the 43 already doing a little bit of peeking out there to the outside. Who is it going to be here? Oh, man. I think we're setting up for a really good finish here for sure. Got a lot of movement already as we see David O taking over the lead on the bottom. Mark Person also on the bottom. Mark worked his way back up. No surprise. Woo! David O trying to throw a block on Mark Person, not Mark Man. Mark is a little bit, the other Mark is a little bit further back. Mark Man's right there, Mr. Batman himself. It'll be 3 to go here at the stripe, of course, if we get a yellow. Starting now, then guess what? Well, we will be into a GWC attempt, and look at the run Jeff Crosby Sr. is getting as they go 4 wide, door to door behind them. They don't knock it off, we're going to be wrecking. Wow! David O, Alex Giffen now duking it out up front. Anthony English now has the black flag. Well, DQ. Oh, no. And that is because he didn't come down when he was supposed to with a meatball. So it is going to probably DQ him. Looks like it might already have. And here we go at the line. 2 laps to go, guys. Get to the white flag. Then y'all can wreck it if you want to. Just don't do it now. Oh, out of 2. Getting crazy, getting dicey. 3 wide. Scott Warren back out front of the outside. He is being pushed by Gabe Butler. Oh, no! Looks like Giffen going to the bottom. No yellow. Everybody saving it. Scott to the lead. Here we go. No yellow. White flag in the air. Googly boogly. One more time around. Oh, no. And then Scott gets turned. Oh, no. Oh, no. And I can't look at it because we're, oh, and then David O gets turned. No. Checkered flag, too. David O is your winner here. Oh. I think we were already on the final lap? Really? Wow, David O is gonna win it? No, wait a minute. I am so confused here. I've got Gabe Butler in second, Rick Seabrands as our winner. Wow, I am so confused. So it said checkered, now it's saying checkered. Now Rick Seabrands is showing as our winner. And this is why I let everything reset. So it looks like Rick Seabrands is going to be our winner. Christopher McCullough in second. Jason Kinzer in third. Wow, that is so confusing. Yeah, looks like Rick Seabrands is going to be our winner here tonight. Christopher McCullough in second. And Jason Kinzer in third. Something glitched. I don't know what it was. Because, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what happened, but this is what we got. This is what we're going with. Rick Seabrands, Yeti Cooler Machine grabbing the win out here tonight. Christopher McCullough in second. Jason Kinzer in third. I'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. So hang tight, folks. We will be right back with somebody. I don't know who, but somebody. Hang on. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. So yeah, unofficial official here. It's Rick, Christopher, and Jason. I think it glitched on my end. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up our third here tonight, surviving the chaos down here at the end. Started dead last, Kinzer, and I don't know how in the world you managed it out here tonight, but you did, and you come away with 0 incidents. The only driver to do so.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to play it safe. I knew the pushes were going to be rough. You know, people are going to be pushing pretty hard because these cars can handle them. So, you know, they're going to be 4 or 5 deep pushing around, and all it takes is one wrong move. There's going to be a caution. So I just tried to lay back, be patient, bide my time. You know, tried to
Yep.
get up to the front towards the end of the stage there, and then yeah, again, just laid back and waited for stuff to unfold, and fortunately, it played out in my favor.
Yeah, and it definitely did. It's going to be definitely some, good, a good points night for you. Now, do you know how many starts roughly that you have?
I do not.
Have
I'm
you?
not sure. I think I have like 3 or 4.
Okay,
I'm
so
not positive.
I'm looking back here. So you was coming into tonight 25th in the point standings. Now, with this, it's definitely going to help you going into the next round, which is the final round of the regular season. I don't know. I know you were, probably still trying to, fight off the adversity here with these cars. These cars are something else. So I don't know how much experience you have. I don't know if you're trying to get into the top 16, but if you are, I mean, I think you've got a shot at it, like especially with tonight's finish in third. It's weight of Daytona next week. We have Talladega tonight, so it's weight of Daytona next week for the regular season finale. What do you think is going to have to happen going into that race to hopefully get in the top 16?
Man, that's a really big hill to overcome in such a short amount of time. Yeah, I think it'd be really possible. I'm gonna have to get some stage points. I'm gonna have to have another good race like tonight. You know, try to bide my time, make the right decisions, and make sure I'm in position to have a good finish and
Yep.
hopefully grab a lot of points at the end.
And have 0 incidents. I think that would definitely help too. Maximize all the points that you can.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, that's like I said, I was real fortunate in the fact that a couple times there I was deciding. I know once I decided, oh, I'm gonna go to the third lane. No sooner I got up there was a wreck in front of me, and luckily I was able to slow down in time to avoid everything. You know,
Yeah.
and that's just the way things played out for me tonight.
Yeah, and it all worked out, man. Awesome job. Third out here tonight, buddy. Good points night for you. Of course, get ready for the weight of Daytona next week, regular season finale. I know you've got a few final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give here tonight, so, I'll turn the mic back over to you, buddy. Awesome job.
Yeah, man. I gotta thank you first and foremost for the broadcast. Gotta thank OP for putting this race on, man. They got a real great group of guys, and I've raced with a lot of them for a long time. So I gotta thank everybody I raced with, and Mission 22. Uh, Definitely gotta give them a shout out. Uh, if you can, check them out. And I think that's probably about it.
All righty, Jason, we'll go celebrate your third out here tonight, buddy. We'll see you next week, man.
Absolutely, man. Y'all have
Yep.
a good night. Thank
Awesome job. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our P2 finisher here tonight. Christopher McCullough already got out of his car. Dadgummit, I think you do that on purpose. That's all right. Oh, that's all right, man. I know there was a lot of stuff down there on the track here, especially at the end. But, man, talk about it. You overcame everything. I went ahead and rewinded a little bit just to get your car up here. You started back in 22nd, and somehow, some way, man, you come away, with a P2. You had to use your fast repair out here tonight. I know you find yourself caught up in, into some messes out here tonight too. But man, talk about it, the overall race for you and how it went.
Yeah, talk about a roller coaster of emotions tonight. I started in the back. I know I said I'm going to start qualifying and staying up front, but I started in the back and just rode in the back, saving gas. and I was going to make a run for it at the end of the stage. So when it comes close to the end of the stage, I had a good run. Went to go high on Anthony English, and he just ran me up the track and then stalled my momentum, and then they right below me, and they killed me. They like hit me in the tire, and it blew my engine somehow. So
Oh
I had to,
no.
yeah. So I couldn't even. I had to tow. So I went a lap down at the
Yep.
end of the stage.
And I noticed you stayed out. You were out there like 20 laps, and you stayed out at one point, and then it kind of actually worked out for you, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I got unlucky before that. I was they all checked up and no caution came, so I went to push Workman to get us caught back up, and as soon as I touched him, the caution flowed, so it didn't give me my lucky dog.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, so it looked like I could. My plan was to. I mean, I was just gonna gamble. I didn't want to try to be in the pack, trying to stay ahead and maybe get
Yeah.
wrecked. So I decided to stay out, take the wave. I had 4 laps of gas, and I just got lucky there. I just took a gamble. It paid off. Then on that restart, I hooked up with Gabe, and it was like we had an extra cylinder in the car. We were flying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, y'all made a run here at the end, man, and then it was just kind of like chaos here at the end, man. When one car went around, I mean, there was a bunch of them, and y'all were able to scave through it. You and Rick and Jason, and I think several others actually made it through that mess, and, awesome job. I know you've already got a win on the season, went back to round number 6. I know you was trying to probably go for another one. You guys are out here to win, not finish second. So, I know you was probably going for another win there, but it didn't work out for you. But, you already got one on the season. Awesome job. Sitting pretty good in the point standings as well. But one more race in the regular season. We got the 08 of Daytona next week to finalize the regular season. What's it gonna take?
It's gonna take a little luck and a little patience on my part. Felt good to push old Rick. I've been racing with Rick for a long time, since the beginning.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it's gonna take a little luck next week, a little patience, and just make zig when I'm supposed to, and don't zag.
Zig and don't zag. Right. And don't blow your motor. All righty, Chris. Well, awesome job on a P2 out here tonight, buddy. Final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for the regular season finale next week, bud.
Yeah, I got to thank my team, McCullough Motorsports. I know I'm a solo entry here, but thank for all their support. Chris Carter Racing, CCR, the Flying Aces, they were a sponsor for me in the past couple of weeks. And I just got to thank all these guys at OP. It's good to come home and race and get back to my roots. And
Hey.
Mr. Medlock, I appreciate the broadcast. I enjoy watching them every Tuesday.
Well, I'm sure you'll like this one. All righty, buddy. We're going to celebrate your P2 out here tonight. Thank you for the kind words, buddy. We'll see you next week, bud.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
See ya.
bud. Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight. And he will be our 9th different winner in 9 races. The man, the myth, the legend, Yeti Cooler Machine, Rick Seabrands, leading the most important lap, the final lap, buddy. 9 races down, and you, my friend, make the 9th different winner.
That's tough, man. This is no joke. You just, big credit to Chris there. He pretty much decided it for us. He did all the heavy lifting there to give me that shot coming back, and wow, it's like racing with your hair on fire. I mean, everybody's taking every run they can, and it's chaos at 200 mile an hour.
Sorry, I had soda in my mouth.
Right.
Yeah. When you're getting these runs, especially here at Talladega, massive runs. When you're getting these runs, I mean, what are the chances, that, you have to take them? I mean, do you just take them as they come, or do you pick and choose, how you go? I mean, what's the mindset on that, Rick?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. Sometimes when I take the run, it's the wrong decision, and other times when I don't take the run, I should have took it. You know what I mean? So I'm still kind of at a loss for kind of reading the runs and getting making up ground when you kind of need to there. So but
Yeah.
yeah, super fortunate tonight with the guys. They just was racing so hard, and they kept getting into each other, and kind of the seas kind of parted for us there. So
Well,
yeah.
let's talk about that 4 wide action down there here tonight. You want to
insane.
talk about that?
That's insane. I mean that'll make you that Fort Wide this late in the race with an OP Monday Premier Series win on the line. It makes you grip that wheel just a little bit tighter because you got to anticipate something's going to happen, and everybody did a phenomenal job, man.
Yeah, that was
Hard, and
that was a great googly moogly moment.
it was a googly moogly moment, and I hope the fans enjoyed that. And I hope the broadcast got all that because googly moogly for sure.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think I caught every 4 wide out here. I hope I did. Man, that was insane.
I hope so too.
Man, that was insane. Well, like I said, 9 races down, 9 races completed, 9 different winners. Next week, regular season finale, round number 10. I mean, are we going to see a 10th different winner? I mean, I think the possibility is definitely there. I mean, we seen 9 already. So, but all way to Daytona, a little bit sketchier of a track. How do you feel about it?
It's very, very high likelihood that we could get a 10th different winner next week for sure. I mean, if you look at the list of drivers that haven't won yet this season, that list is very, very, very strong. So, I mean, yeah, and the way these guys get a run. 08 was a little tricky for us last time we were there. So we're going to really, really use that one for kind of as a test session for the chase coming up, because that one's pretty early here in the chase. And we were actually looking at the chase earlier today, just kind of at the schedule, and that is a real gauntlet when we first start that chase here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Atlanta in 08. It's going to be, it's going to be a woof. So we're gonna kind of use next week to kind of test and tune a little bit and kind of see how our car is for that track.
Well, I've been kind of looking at it here, and it looks like I said, 08 of Daytona next week. The last time we went to the 08 of Daytona, Sean Stevens come out victorious. We did have 10 yellows there for 27 laps, but
I believe it.
it was, I think the race itself was a pretty good race. I don't think anybody finished.
Where'd I finish?
Let me see here. Looking at it here, Rick, you finished 9th after starting 32nd. So, I mean,
Felt like I should have been in the 20s, so I probably got it by, kind of the same strategy as tonight. But yeah, it just feels like these cars, especially at 08, just are like oil and water. They do not take the bumps well, and it's going to be a madhouse.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Rick, awesome job, awesome win. I can't wait for next week. Regular season finale. I guess we'll find out how everything stacks up going into the end of the chase. And I was looking for the rule book here, and do you know? Is it a win you're in? I don't think it is. No, it's not.
I think we're using kind of what the Cup Series is doing this season.
Okay.
So they eliminated the win you're in. So I think next week. Yeah, but don't let that fool you, though. There's going to be a lot of guys that are back there that have no shot, that are just going to be in, whatever. I'm saving my season mode. I'm going to get a win.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got the win. A good points night coming into tonight, Rick. It looks like you were 6th. So,
okay.
definitely going to be moving up a little bit, with the win out here tonight. Gabe didn't have the finish. I don't think he won it. I know there was a lot of drivers out here that got caught up in some messes there toward the end that probably shouldn't have got involved. But, I mean, when you're wrecking, Rick, I mean, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, just.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
nowhere to hide. There's nowhere
No.
to hide with these cars, and when they start wrecking, you just better hope they zag when you zig because there's just nowhere to hide.
Yeah, if y'all
And not to mention the freight train coming in behind you too. So watch your mirror.
yeah, if everybody zigs and zags at the same time, there's not going to be
Yeah.
any zigging and zagging. There's going to be wrecking.
What'd you call it earlier? A kabooble?
Uh,
Whatever.
Mo-
Kerfuffle?
great
Remember.
googly moogly.
That's gonna be one of
Yeah.
them for sure.
Yeah, all righty, buddy. Well, awesome job. Awesome win out here tonight. Yeah, I know you've got Final Thought shout-outs things you want to give. So, Mike's yours,
Yeah.
bud.
Big thanks to Christopher tonight for that push, getting us back to the line. For all the teammates that came out tonight and race started, and most of them had a good show. We're up at the front. You guys for broadcasting it, of course, as well as the fans tuning in.
All right, Rick, go celebrate your victory out here tonight. I don't know
All
if
right.
y'all got any races going on. I think Wednesday night, but I'm going to enjoy my next 2 days off before
Thursday.
Yeah, the next race
got a
is
big race.
Thursday. So,
Huge race
Yep.
Thursday, championship night Thursday. So make
Yep.
sure we all check that out too.
Yep.
It's gonna be a fun one.
yep, championship night for OP on Thursday for the 87 series. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely going to be fun
Absolutely.
there. So, Rick, we'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your night. Go celebrate.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time,
Oh.
bud.
We will. Thank you.
Thank you, bud. All right, Rick Seabrands here tonight grabbing the win. What a crazy finish it was here tonight. Man, it had me all combobulated and confused because, at one moment I thought David O had it, and then the next moment I thought somebody else had it, and I think ATVO was throwing a temper tantrum or something because, man, it was all messed up. But, in the end, we got it all worked out. Rick Seabrands bringing it home at a victory lane. 9th different winner here this season. Awesome job by Rick. Christopher McCullough going to finish there in second. Jason Kinzer coming from dead last into third here tonight. Awesome job. Jesse Meyer in fourth. Eric Laurie grabbing a top 5 here. Awesome job, Eric. Jeff Crosby Sr. Good finish by Jeff Crosby Sr. here tonight in sixth. I know he's having procedure coming up here, and I know he's going to be missed out on the track, but not sure exactly when that's going to be, but we'll be definitely missing Senior out on the track, but he'll get to make a full recovery, and then he'll get back out here stronger than ever. So, but tonight he'll finish in 6th, Mark Mann 7th, Christopher Jordan in 8th, Dave Hunt 9th, and Alex Giffen 10th. Gabe Butler, man, tough break for some of the drivers back here too, because they were running and rolling, and I think they zagged when they were supposed to zig, and well, it didn't work out, unfortunately. Gabe Butler in 11th, Les Levy in 12th, Jeff Crosby Jr. 13th, Andy Brigante 14th, A.J. Walker 15th, Mark Person 16th, Scott Warren 17th. Scott, from what I could see, Scott got turned. I don't know. I didn't really go back and look. Couldn't look at it. Don't know what happened, but, unfortunately, it sent him all the way back, and he'll finish 17th. James Merritt 18th, David O 19th. I thought David actually had it won, but, we seen how that took place. Like I said, he'll finish 19th. Everett Lane in 20th. Zachary Workman 21st. Anthony English 22nd. Andrew Schroeder 23rd. Harold Rothery 24th. And Bob Lacovara taking it behind the wall here as well. He'll finish in 25th. But again, our winner out here tonight, Rick Seabrands in the Yeti Machine. Yeti Coolers number 4. Of course, we will be off the next 2 nights, tomorrow night and Wednesday. However, back in action, Championship Thursday in the OPTNT 87 series right here on MaxspeedTV. Myself and I believe my brother is going to actually be helping me for that race. So there'll be 2 knuckleheads in the booth for that one. That's going to be insane. A lot on the line. Championship racing. I think it's still anybody's championship, so we'll see what happens there. But thank you all for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Until Thursday, folks, stay safe again. Thank you all again, and have a good night.